name's Liam Cook. I work with Navigate Energy. This is just a quick visual of where folks are across the globe in carbon emissions per capita. Anyone point out Canada? Are your eyes good enough? Yeah, we're number 2. So we are the second highest emitter per capita when it comes to greenhouse gas emissions. Navigate Energy was really just built to help simplify that process towards decarbonization, or simplify the process of helping people use less energy.
The ownership of North Brewing's always had that vision of net zero brewing, and how do we get there? With solar, you should be able to net out the electricity consumption in the business. For incentives and rebates, right now there's a federal tax credit, 30%. They've got the electric vehicle charging out front, a number of projects that have made their heating systems more efficient, projects to make the brewing process more efficient and recover waste heat off that. But it's an ongoing process to get to net zero brewing.
We make the journey for building owners really simple to use less energy. The best thing about that is it's good for the environment, it's great for their bills, they have more money to spend on other areas of their business, and lastly, folks that work in that business, the customers that come into that business, feel more comfortable in their space.
This would be the end product once it's been dried. And you can see the mycelium it's densely matted, and it's also a super light material. Tests that I've read, their testing has come back as an equivalent R-value to cellulose insulation. My name is Laure Nolte. I'm an intern architect at Habit Studio, and I'm a biomaterial researcher. The project really began when I was taking a culturing course with Hugh McIntyre.
It may sound a little odd, but after conversation with one of my students a couple of years ago, we hit on the idea of using terrestrial fungi. We can clean up waste streams with mushrooms. But we also became interested through an association with Laure Nolte and James Foran at the School of Architecture and Planning, with the idea of using them for structural materials.
When you think of a stick-framed wall, for example, and you break that down into a modular panel, essentially we could fill that panel with the mycelium mixture and grow it so it adheres itself to the stick frame construction, and then put it in a kiln that's big enough to render it inert. Using mycelium for insulation has so many co-benefits. Not only are we drawing down carbon in the substrate, by increasing insulation in our homes, we're reducing the operational energy.
Really, the biggest motivation for this work is addressing the needs of the planet.
I do believe that we're stepping into a biological paradigm, and we're in a time where we're working with nature instead of against nature. We've made so many mistakes with materials as humans, and we have opportunities now to do better.
So we take the newspapers, flyers, magazines, and brochures and upcycle them into paper bags without adding any chemicals or bleaching process. We are 100% eco-friendly, made in Halifax. We hire a bunch of newcomer refugee women in Halifax with partnership with MetroWorks Employment Center in Bayers Road. You see, this is the mom and daughter. They are from El Salvador. They cannot speak English or French. They make these bags. After the research, I found that per capita in North America, we waste 4 pounds, which is quite a large amount. So I see a demand for paper bags. At the same time, I see a ton of paper waste is happening at libraries, our homes, corporate offices, government, and retail chains. So I thought let's connect this and build a bridge. Basically, we sell to small business stores like gift stores, boutiques, any clothing or thrift stores. We have magazine stores, health and wellness stores. We have a bunch of clients actually. We sell over 200 small businesses across Canada and the USA so far. This business can be replicated anywhere in the world and make a real positive impact on saving one tree at a time.